Yo, what's up, Hedgehog here, and today I'm back playing the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, you might realise this intro looks a bit different. It's because I actually stitched it on to the other video. Yes, this was originally all one big video. Part 1 and 2 were one big video, but I recorded for so fucking long, and I wanted to get a video out, and I just couldn't fucking be asked. So, let's get on with this video. I love how much I was wanted. Wow, look at this place. Let's look at Tails. Hedgehog, I'm over here.
No!
I think Amy's already gone on ahead. She seems really excited. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down so easily.
You lied to me.
He's in a tent full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the murder mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine, fuck you. Is this really part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course. Sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum low, just know it's because, where's my law card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. You varmints! What you're all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that! Amy Moses through me and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long you kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi, and nope, I have nothing to tell either of you.
Objection!
Hedgehog, this is interesting. What is it? It's just a few cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? One of them has lipstick on it. Gee, I want it. Hedgehog, this one has lipstick on the rib. That's not Knuckles' colour at all. Someone must have been here. We should log this. Used cups are at the inventory. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kinda bland. Seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Or maybe they just done salted. Howdy, partners. Spittoon-free establishment. Coliseum Highway Zone. In the trash! Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check here. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Haha. I think Tails is ignoring me. The arcade. Clearly won't be able to give this game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do you think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more caused from punches. What are you two looking at me for? I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. No, because I am blushing. I said leave me alone. Oh, the fucking like Phoenix Wright music. That's not really. Knuckles, Hedgehog, and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence too. We do? Hedgehog, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Maybe Rouge? Wrong choice, Hedgehog. Let's try that again. The arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it? Well, at least there's some variety to this and it's not just like the same every single time. That's good. Although it'd be nice if the music was a bit more like actually... Oh fuck. It'd be nice if the music was a bit more actual Game Gear. Maybe if I actually tried being good at the game. There we go. Actually be good at the game. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because the arcade machine is covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on a Hedgehog and distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on! Think! You know what You know when I first heard about this game, I never actually expected to actually have like a little mini game like this. I expected it to just be like Phoenix Wright. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Ah, because Vector beat him by literally 1 fucking point. Okay, what does it tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score, and Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Grrr! He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Now, Tails, what proof Vector was here with Knuckles? That's actually not even proof. I mean, it could have been anyone. It could have been Espio. No! I thought it was strange there were more than one cup sitting next to you. While you're supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. It's as you say, Vector popping in at the top of the hour, wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Well, it's obviously Rouge. Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one, but you offered her a drink apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Yeah, because he definitely doesn't have a crush on her. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Pika can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? Apple toast bread. Oh, as in like the ultimate life form. All the other names have a food theme, but this one, Hugh here goes by Ultim. You may not know Pikachu in it, but there's someone here that goes by the title, the ultimate. I know the ultimate life form. I know it's fucking Shadow. It's Shadow. Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left, a key. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone, then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, so no one else after locking the door. I have to fucking lean back because my back is hurting like fucking hell. And I've been recording for over an hour. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions.
I have several questions.
What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Oh, and by the way, this video is ridiculously hard to make interesting because it's mostly just static images and text. So, yeah, most of the editing in this video are just basic cuts. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough, the library is next car. A lock for you. Ah, onwards! I've been recording for over an hour and I'm still fucking going. Jesus fucking Christ. Hang in there, this is fucking chow. Everyone's favourite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, SP and I wanted to give you your presents.
Presents?
My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Oh, my fucking back hurts. Oh. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective pad needs help from the birthday girl? She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. The tip is just too juicy to ignore.
That's what she said.
Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I love how you can keep asking to fucking... It's like, I mean, I am the butler, I guess that makes sense. But I love how I can just keep asking, hey, does anyone want any food? Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills non-existent. Yep, it's definitely me. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry. A resonant message from a poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate My brain is not going to work. Poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Pika can establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Emmy actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Emmy told me and Espio to stay. I probably picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep.
Based.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search through the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking the doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where the Knuckles and I were playing the games. It insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. A globe? A globe of our marvellous planet. I haven't travelled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd like to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. So it's perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, make sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. Oh, fucking hell. Oh no. It's the OC from Sonic Forces and he's wearing the fucking gamer hat. We're easily amused because we're Sonic fans. Chaos Cola. Check out Book Club. Book the Month. Gun Gal. Gun Gaga. Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Peeking in it, look at this, there's a couple of maps here. This seems to be mapped the library car. The books are categorized around genre, but which one's listed here? I love a good overhead map, let's take a look. Library map was at your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Okay. We should really confirm Vector and Espio's stories before moving on to the next car. Or are you just saying that because you want to look at the books longer? Either way, we should get back to the investigation. It's Professor Pickle! Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, there's no tent rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on the shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. It's the User's Guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. You'd think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. I think I found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio. Okay then. So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Kikakinene and here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
Based.
What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured to go check it out. I can't fucking read. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car and found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read?
Ooh, Son Amy. Spicy.
If you want talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Well, I mean, it's incredibly obvious, this one. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Think! Hey! Picked at it! There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pan like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle it myself. Apologies, SBO. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Pikakin in it, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove you read it. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the event, they can perform a variety of tasks that are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SPO aced that question. If you can hit with another one. Okay, which page do I choose? This one. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you'll be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, peeking. Let's see if SPO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha, which page should I pick last? This one. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system that works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally, it's wild you're able to retain all this information so quickly. Poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had enough to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
No.
You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, that's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector is the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth.
Hold it!
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Shadow was here. Shadow's log? Please pray tell. What is this to do with anything? I love these little mini games. Oh well, I have plenty of. I guess they anticipated me failing. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Gamers! Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors unlocking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Pikakin in it. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book I didn't know Shadow passed back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must have avenged my friend's death, so I ask you again, Espio. If you went there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't! Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Let me use a ninja, so... Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. Think! I have no idea what it's gonna say, but I guess since the game practically does the thinking for me with these thinking mini games, it's like chasing the Chaos Emeralds. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. The Shadow walked down the straight path. There's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. I think... I can't fucking... Right here? Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it, then you see Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologise for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Come on, Pikakin in it. Let's see what's next. Coming. Yeah, sure, let's go to the next area. Even though I've been recording for an hour and a half, and this video is going to be hell to edit. stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rouge, there you are. I have a lot to say to you. We visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering around. It's high time you told us why. My. Talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you brought the microwave master with you. Please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Yes, please explain, sexy butt. Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. Blaze. Alright, I've been hunting for a treasure room to be stored here on the train. Treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about a treasure in the interview. Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of the fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell them what it is, Rouge. Alright, well, it's a Fabergé shower egg. Well, that does sound extravagant, but please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She roped me in on that hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deduced that the Fabergé egg is here, in this train car, locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure is real? It's actually here? And what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in the library car with the save code written right on here. The score of a lifetime. Train's blueprint. Please, Rouge, let us see that. Fine, let's keep it, sweetheart. There's a problem. We need your assistance. What kind of problem? The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé chow egg. But we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator. And our chance of success grows with everyone's help. So you want us to help you steal the Fabergé chow egg. Blaze, you don't have a problem with this? I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her law card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Dunnit, do you have an opinion on this? Stealing squares. I think the only square here is you, microwave master. I must admit, that wasn't the coolest thing I've heard someone say. Alright, I'm in, I'll help. Now we must plan. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Access to the Fabergé chow egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has access to the card. Do we distract the guard? Hey Rouge, just take your fucking tank top off. Distract them. Perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work.
I think you know what I mean.
Of course, I'll distract them. Who can resist my feminine? Yeah! They did it! They did the thing! I'm not sure how effective your chows will be on a chow. Plus your flight might prove useful. I'm not sure you being the distraction makes sense. Oh well, fair enough. Let's think it over again. What's the distraction? Ask the chow about their partner or kids. Excellent. People love talking about themselves. This will easily distract the guard. Perfect. I think we move on then. With the guard distracted, Rouge, how will you get the access card? Pick that pocket. I'll snatch the access card, no problem. That chow in uniform won't know. That's the thing. Excellent. We can count on you, Rouge. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of here, peeking in it. What's your plan? Then you'd be marrying into the royal family. What is your heritage? Any war crimes I should know about? What? You're just far too plain. You need a complete refashioning immediately. You know what? Maybe we should try something else. See, there's a drink without a coaster. Absolutely vile. I can think of nothing worse. Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great. And with the guard distracted, we'd all head to the end of it. We'd all head to the elevator. And just like that, we all make to the elevator. Inside, we sing victory a cappella, pop some apple cider, celebratory dance. Oh no, one last security measure we didn't account for. What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? I should be able to disengage them, we just need some time. Well, that leads us nicely to the next question. Oh no, Tails is taking a while, and the arms are tightening their grip. They're tightening their grip! Oh no, I'm sure you wouldn't like that, Rouge. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone is ready, it's time to execute. I'm ready, let's begin. I knew the plan would go off without a hitch. We couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I must admit, and it was executed to perfection. Enough chatter. Now we claim the real prize. I have the safe code right here on these blueprints. Swanky. What could they possibly be storing in all these? This is the casino card. All those gems, yeah. Rings. You can find those lying about in the grass. That's of no interest to us. Let's focus on the real prize. I guess it does make sense. Why do you keep finding rings just randomly? In the context of an actual, like, realistic world, not a video game world, but a realistic world, why would you just see random floating rings? No question, this has got to be the safe without treasure. Enter in the code on the blueprints and find out, Rouge. On it, sweetheart. Let's see. 230401. Oh, wow. It's here. Haha, I have it. Alright, before anyone sees us, let's get out of here. Hold on, kiddo. We can't be so hasty. You truly think that's all there is to this egg? No further secrets whatsoever? Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding? Only 3 of these eggs were ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret because anyone who's opened one of these has never lived to tell the tale. You can open the egg? You sure can. And all of you will bear witness to its secret. Rouge, I don't know if you should. All you need to do is twist it. Uh-oh. Rouge, has no one lived to tell the egg's secret? Because each egg is a bomb? I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. We need to dispose of that egg now. Dispose of it after all our hard work? Rouge! Fine, what do we do? Where do we put this thing? That's an excellent question. What do we do with the bomb? Oh god! Eat the egg. Let Rouge kiss the egg. Chaos control! Open it up and see if there's any wires cut. What do you mean by this? You know, red wire, blue wire, gotta cut one like the movies? This isn't a movie if you can kid on it, this is real life. Ah, he's got a good point. Yeah, sure. Flip the egg upside down. Pika can in it. What's flipping it going to do? I don't know, try it. Nothing. Happy? Yes. Take one for the team. Yeah. Okay, put the egg back, Rouge. Ah, okay, fine. It's going back in. Tells the safe won't lock. The door's staying open. What? Close the door and twist the dial. I obviously am. There must be some weird way to relock the door. There's no other buttons or dials. How are you supposed to? We don't have time to mess with this. Think of something else. Ah, fuck's sake. Twist the egg again. Great idea. Is it gonna tick faster? Stop, that's clearly not working. Let's think of something else. Tell the egg to stop? Stop. I know what the obvious idea would be. That did nothing. I can't believe I just did that. Chaos control. Why did you hear about chaos control? Doesn't matter, we need a chaos emerald to be able to do that. But, dang it. Ah! Kiss the egg? It's always, it's as they always say, love prevails. Mwah. I still hear the ticking. What a prude. I think the obvious answer is this one. Are you insane? Do you want us to just blow up? We need to dispose of the bomb, Pikakin, and that is our goal. Listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb? Wait, that's right, Pikakin in it. I think you're onto something. Huh? What's that? Oh, what's right? Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time. Sorry, it's just Espio did say something interesting when we quizzed him about the train's manual. Can also check weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety. And yet the robotic arms haven't appeared. Those robotic arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions here on the train. If a bomb was brought onto the train disguised as this Fabergé egg, the arms would have detected it and wouldn't have allowed it on. The only other person who knows the coming and going of the train is the conductor, and he surely wouldn't allow such a thing either. So if we're out of options, I think we should wait and see what happens. Okay, we wait. Okay. The egg, it opened. It's hollow. It's not a bomb at all. Oh, not a bomb at all. You both really were onto something. Phew. My, well that's one way to get the heart racing. I'm completely relieved. My hunch was right, thankfully. And look what's inside. It's a chow. Wow, look at that sparkle. And it's so heavy too. The final secret of the Fabergé egg, a chow covered in gems. It's perfect, it's exquisite, it's revolutionary. Is she drooling over a sparkly one? You said no one lived to tell the Fabergé egg's secret. I wonder why, if the egg wasn't a bomb. Because they weren't as tough as us. I don't know, who cares?
Based.
Thank you both for your assistance. That hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking. Stealing was strangely fun, but I prefer to never do it again. Now Rouge. Rouge? She's completely absorbed in that bedazzled chow. What is it, darling? About those blueprints. Now that you're done with them, maybe we could take a look? Well, I appreciate your assistance. As I said, finders keepers. I'll need them a little longer in case I missed any other treasures, but I'll promise to let you take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart to the end of a sentence to make things better. But I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. So I think I'll continue this later. This video is going to be hell to edit, so yeah. So anyway, I've been your host, Pikakin, and this has been the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, and you've all been fantastic. So until the next video, I say bye-bye.